Hey, Kershaw County, this is Lauren Reeder, your Public Information Officer. I am here today with Amy Kiner, the Executive Director for Kershaw County Chamber. Amy, y'all have just finished the first round of the Small Business Stabilization Grant Program. So tell me about it. How did it go?
Well, it was hard. The committee, God bless them, had to identify the groups to receive the first round of funding, which is a hard decision to make. But it went well. They identified 103 businesses to receive funding, which equaled just under $300,000.
That's amazing.
And
Awesome.
we had the fun and joy of distributing some of those checks yesterday.
Oh, great.
So we handed out the first 48 checks yesterday, and people were really excited and thankful. So it was a really positive day.
That's great. So what I wanted to talk to you about was there is, from businesses and stuff, there may be additional documentation that they're having to provide. And I kind of wanted to let you explain that. Who's having to provide it, and what does that look like?
Sure. So what happened when we were looking at the applications was we felt like maybe some people were a little confused about some of the questions. Because if you're not, familiar with some of the terms that accountants use or other terminology, it could be confusing. So we decided to be consistent with everyone to make sure that we received some additional information to verify the information that they provided. So the first thing was some documentation to show revenue.
Okay.
And so we asked for a profit and loss statement, if someone had that. We asked for a portion of the tax return, maybe the Schedule C or Schedule K.
So not the whole thing.
I'd rather not have 20-something pages of a tax return.
Yeah.
So just the page that shows us gross receipts is what we asked for. And if that doesn't work, then we're open to discussing other options.
Okay.
Someone asked me if they could show me their sales report from their Square.
So like their point of sale system.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So I said absolutely. So we are flexible in the information that's provided. We just need something to kind of make sure that we're giving the funding out appropriately, because it is somewhat based on how much money you take in.
Sure.
I mean, if you think about it, how much money you take in normally, you're not taking in now, so that can help us identify about how much to give.
And it's taxpayer money that that y'all are dealing with.
Absolutely. We want to make sure it's accurate and fair and consistent. So
well, that's great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
But let me describe the other two documents. Yeah. So the second document that we asked for was some sort of proof of ownership.
Okay.
We just want to make sure that we're giving the money to the right person. So we asked for something like a business license, or some of our hairdressers and cosmetologists have been giving us their cosmetology license, which comes from the LLR. So that has worked out just fine. So any sort of articles of incorporation, I mean, there's lots of different things that they can give to show ownership of the business. In fact, the Schedule C shows it as well.
Oh, perfect.
So that can be 2-in-1 document. But then the third document, which I think is causing the most confusion, is a W-9. And so basically people can download that from the IRS website, fill it out, and send it in, and it's very easy.
Yes, so just a Google search of W-9, it's printable, they fill it out, send it back to you, one page. Wonderful. Now, do all applicants need to submit that, or is that just the folks who get it, or what?
No, we're asking at this point for everyone to submit it.
Okay.
So, and part of the reason is at the time that we did the first round and got the applications, we didn't realize that people were going to be confused. So once we realized that people got a little confused in the applications, then we decided to ask everyone for it. So anyone in the first round who's receiving checks was asked for that information and doesn't receive their check until they get it. And folks in the second round are asked for it as well. So.
Okay. Well, and that leads me to my next question. Round 2. When does that start? And kind of talk about that process.
Sure. So we are actually in the process of taking applications right now for round 2. We did slightly tweak the application, not so much of what we were asking for, but how we were asking, again, to try and help provide some clarification. And also anyone who was eligible in the first round but didn't actually receive funding in the first round is automatically carried over to the second
Great.
round. So they do not need to apply again. We've actually been getting some calls about that.
And although you've kind of updated the application for the second round, those who have already applied in the first round don't need to reapply. It
Correct.
automatically goes in.
Absolutely.
That is
and
wonderful.
again, all those new applications that are coming in, they will be asked for those 3 documents as well. So we can stay consistent and structured, the same and fair for everyone.
That's great. Well, thank you so much, Amy, and thank you to the committee that is, as the chamber administers, you have a committee that is a part of this, that is making those decisions on who gets the grant from Kershaw County. So I so appreciate you and the committee's help. Thank you so much, Kershaw County, for staying tuned. We'll continue to keep you updated on this small business stabilization grant process as we work through it and give you updates and new information as they come down the pipeline. Stay strong, Kershaw County, and we'll see you next time.